You are the miracle working God. You are the miracle working God. You are the Alpha and Omega. You are the miracle. Join me to sing that song if you know it. Type it out. Is a miracle working God. Our God is a miracle. Is a healing, deliverance, lifting, prospering, progressive, and miracle working God. He will do you a miracle today, a good miracle. In the area where you have been expecting divine intervention, you will get it today. God will intervene for you. He will fight your battles. Takes your battle off your hand and fight your battle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live broadcast, Ask a Question broadcast, Friday's edition. It's going to be great tonight. Please share. Share. Let everyone connected to you be connected to us. Let them know Ask a Question broadcast with Femi Emmanuel is on. And we are going to deal with issues. This is a platform of practical discussion. It's not sermon. It's not preaching. It's engagement. It's a platform of solutions to issues of life. It's a platform of education, wisdom, and knowledge. It's a platform of counseling and guidance and mentoring. It's a platform of prayers. So send in your questions, describe your situations in life, and send in your prayer requests. Have a great expectation as we share and discuss and pray, miracles begins to happen. Welcome. If you are joining us for the first time today, please indicate. Type your name and say, I'm a first timer. I'm joining for the first time. I'm a first joiner. And when anybody indicates that, let Turning Point Global Family welcome such a person. Please type your name and the city and the country where you are joining us from. And if you are a first timer, indicate. Welcome. I see Mojisola Joko Shenumi. I hope I got it right. You are welcome. That's my daughter in the office. Buki Afe Cafe. I don't know. I don't want to call your name wrongly. Afolabi Wumi. Evening, sir. Please indicate the city and the country. The city and the country. I can see Dolapo Gundipe. I can see Isabel Dube from Canada. God bless you. Please share. Then send your questions and your situations of life that you want me to cancel and pray over and give you guidance and give you mentoring. Please, no, you don't have a special problem. There's no one in life that is not going through one thing or the other. Share yours. Yours will be a blessing to others. Remember, whatever question you ask is not just about you. You are asking it on behalf of several hundreds, if not thousands. Whatever situations you are passing through, which you send in, is not just for you. You are speaking on behalf of several hundreds and thousands, if not millions, passing through the same situation. And whatever counsel and solution and advice and prayer we pray here is also for the several hundreds and thousands, if not millions, across the world. Therefore, share. Ask a question, type in, and we are going to be treating the issues that were sent in last Monday. This broadcast comes on 2 days a week, Mondays and Fridays, like you're having it today, 9:30 to about 10:40 p.m. Nigeria time. So load your data, don't run out of data, and don't log out until we are done, because I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be prophesying upon your life, and things are going to be happening, and you are going to learn a lot. And you are also free to make contributions. Please make contributions to whatever topic we are discussing. Let's have your contributions. Let's have your contribution. If what I say, the way I counsel, the guidance I give resonates with you, support it and say, that's right, that's good. If you have something additional, if you have experience in that area, let somebody benefit from your experience and from your counsel. You are welcome. Okay? I can see many people coming up, but I still want a higher traffic. I want a higher traffic. This traffic should be higher than this. Please share. Keep sharing. Let's drive a higher traffic. I expect a very, very high traffic for all of you. You also keep sharing. So let's hit the ground running. While we wait for others to join us, let's hit the ground running here. Daddy, the first one today. Daddy, how can someone be free from people that sees nothing good in you but negativity? How can someone be free from people that see nothing good in you but negativity? We have treated issues like this before. My own take is that you walk away from such people. Don't go to where you are not celebrated. Don't go to where you are insulted, where you are intimidated, where you don't mean anything to them. What are you doing in such a company? What are you doing in such a place? Or is this a place of work? Then work yourself up. Those who have no value for you, please move on from them. Move away from them. There are those who have value for you, those that your life is adding value to. Don't go to where you will be insulted, looked down upon, and not celebrated. Don't go to where you'll be demarketed. So walk away and build up your life. When people tell me that people insult me, people look down on me, I feel if you build up your self-esteem, if you build up your own value, then those that your life is touching will have value for you. We have respect for you. We have honor for you. You don't beg for honor. You don't beg for respect. You earn it by the value you are adding, by the result of your life, by the people you are touching. So build up your self-esteem and build up your own life too. Okay? Matthew Abiodun say, move away from them. That's on YouTube. Move away from them. Okay? Daddy, my husband has no erection since 6 years now, and he has refused to see the doctor. What should I do, sir? I can't continue in this marriage. And he also said, if I am tired, I should leave. Wow. You see marriage issue there? Marriage issue. My husband has no erection since 6 years now, and he has refused to see the doctor. What should I do, sir? I can't continue in this marriage. And he also said, if I am tired, I should leave. I know men they have ego, but I think on a matter like this, it is seeking for solution. One of the closest person to any human being should be your spouse, and there should be no hide and seek game, because you said this loss of erection has been about 6 years ago, which means there was erection before. Maybe you even have children for each other. So I see no reason why the two of you cannot not only pray about it, but seek solution. You say he refused to see a doctor, and I'm asking myself why. Because it could be treated. There are counsel, directive, and prescriptions and medication that doctors will give. So I think your husband should see a doctor or bring somebody you both respect. If you are Christians and you have high regard and respect for your pastor, bring pastor into it. Maybe if somebody else that he respects and honor will talk to him, maybe he will come out. Maybe as a man, the ego in him does not allow him to come out and confide in you and let you find solutions together. How would he not want to see a doctor? So please, and then of course, you to make it a subject of prayer. Because you have already married him, especially when you have kids for each other. And he's saying, if you are tired, you should move on. I don't think that's the right answer. I don't think that's the right approach. And I think that attitude is wrong. So make it a subject of prayer. Get somebody he respects and honor, a mentor, a pastor, that you both can see and talk to the two of you. I believe that erectile dysfunction for somebody who is not impotent from the word go can be assisted. He didn't tell us his age, but follow that counsel. I believe he will confide in somebody, he will receive the right counsel, the right medical assistance, and then he will be all right. Okay? Chuchu Ademodu said, really, egomaniac. You need your wife. Seek for help. There is no shame when you need help. It takes a big, yes, there is no shame at all. There is no shame when somebody needs a help. All right? Okay, those of you that are joining us for the first time, please indicate. If this is the first day you are joining this platform, let us know. Say, I'm a first timer here. Even if you are a Turning Point Global family, you receive your Turning Point every morning or regularly. But this is the first day you are joining the live broadcast, maybe because you saw a reminder. Let's know. Tell us, I'm a first timer here. You are a Turning Point Global family member on Turning Point Daily, but you are a first timer on Ask a Question broadcast. Let us know, and let Turning Point Global family regulars welcome them. And you are a first timer here only once. When we come in next Monday, you are no longer a first timer. And if you are joining us for the first time today, join us every week, Mondays and Fridays, every week, 9:30 to 10:40 p.m. West African time. Welcome, welcome. Your name, the city, okay, Ajayi Ayomide, first timer here. So be welcoming them. Please welcome Ayomide, okay. Felicity Ade, I'm a first time here from Ireland, Dublin. Please welcome all of you on YouTube. Welcome those that are joining for the first time on YouTube. God bless you, Ephraim from New York on YouTube. Kayode Shokumbi on YouTube. Oh, so many first timers joining us today. Welcome them. Please ask your question. If you have any question or any contribution, type it at the comment bar. See the comment bar at the base or bottom of your screen. Type it there. We will read it and we will enjoy it. There are medical doctors and nurses on this platform. Somebody is making contribution on the erectile dysfunction. Oluwatoyin Yusuf, there is a medication that help with erectile dysfunction. All right? So read it. Read all those beautiful contributions on the screen. I know since that was not the situation from the beginning, there will be medical assistance, counsel, and guidance. And you should join that with ministration. We always say medication and ministration. Medication and ministrations. So join that with ministration, and there will be a way out. Okay? Daddy, what can we do to people we help and they pay back with evil? You help people, but they pay you back with evil. We have discussed similar issues here before. If you genuinely and sincerely assist and help people, don't expect payback from them. Don't expect that they are going to do good back to you. Consider it done for God. If you do good for people and they don't appreciate it, consider it done for God. If they appreciate your good, thank God. If they don't appreciate it, consider it done for God. God has a way to pay you back. And when God is going to pay you back, it will not necessarily be from these people you did good to. In fact, we should do good to people all the time. Wherever you have the opportunity to be a blessing to, in whichever way, do so. And consider it done for God. And God that you did it for will pay you back. Don't let it pain you that you did good for people and they pay you back with evil. Move on. Move on with your life. God is the one that pays. God is a payback master. He will reward you handsomely, because any good that we did for people, it was because God gave us grace. Whether it is assistance or money or food or counsel or connection or introduction or sponsorship or support, whatever we are able to do for people, it was because God gave us grace and strength and resources and connection and platform and influence. Consider it done for God. He will bless you back and give you more. Vera Risha said, true, Daddy, you are right. Oluwatoyin Olubayo Yusuf, I'm so excited to see you again, sir. I saw you last when I used to visit my husband to be 2003, and his family attend Adeni Jones Church. More anointing. Wow. 2003 to 2023. That's 20 years ago. Have I grown taller? Have I gone darker? Have I gone fatter? 20 years ago that you saw me. God bless you. Nice to also see you. Oluwatoyin Olubayo Yusuf. Where are you now? God bless you. I hope I haven't changed much since 20 years ago that you last saw me at Adeni Jones, Kenya. All right. Sir, what advice can you give to someone that is desperate about everything? What advice will you give to someone that is desperate about everything? Wow. Desperation will give you out for exploitation. Don't be desperate about anything. Desperation means you just want to get it at all costs, by all means, ready to do anything. No, that is wrong. If you are too desperate, people will take you for a ride. They will send a dummy for you. They will 419 you to use Nigeria balance. If they see desperation on you, they will exploit you. So don't look desperate. Don't be desperate about marrying a man. Don't be desperate about getting a job. Don't be desperate about securing your visa. Don't be desperate about anything. Do the needful. Follow due process. Do your best and leave the rest to God. Don't be desperation is what made people to be exploited. They will sell a dummy for you. They take you for a ride. Young lady, if you are too desperate to marry, people will just be taking you to bed for play, promising you marriage that they will never give. Desperation blindfold. Desperation suspends the brain. Don't be desperate. Don't be anxious. Don't be afraid. Those emotional things. Don't. Do your best. Follow this process. Find out the principles. Find out the laws. Find out what must be done. Find out the price. Give it. Pay it. But to be desperate, no. Desperation blindfolds. And it suspends your thinking, your rationality. Don't be desperate about anything. God will cause it to happen at his own time. God's time is the best. Do your best. Don't fold your arm. Don't be idle. Don't say what will be, will be. Find out the due process. Find out the principles behind it. Find out what must be done. And do your best. Pray and leave the rest to God. If you are desperate, if are those who fall victim of fraudsters, 99% of the time, they are desperate people. I have never been a victim of fraudsters, and they try me every time. You know why? I'm not desperate about anything. There is no do or die in my matter. When God is involved in a thing, it may take some time, but it will happen. So please, Do not be desperate. People that are desperate about everything are dangerous people. They are taking risk. They are gambling with their lives, and it costs people their lives, cost them their marriages, cost them their pride, cost them their dignity, cost them their money. People exploit them. Don't be desperate about anything. All right? Okay? Yeah, you can say correct, sir. Okay? I can see people joining for the first time. Matthew Abiodun, desperation will lead to regret in life. Yes. Desperation will lead to regret. Yes, yes, yes. Share, everybody, share. We are learning the truth. We are learning the principles of life. We just discuss on desperation now. Don't be desperate for anything. Don't let anything be do or die. No. Okay, Ishola Omotola said, me too, sir. I have not been duped to the glory of God. No, you not. Once you are not desperate, you look at things dispassionately. You investigate. You find out. You take counsel. So when you do that, you'll not be desperate about anything. You'll not be exploited about anything. Bukola Oyediji, Buki, long time, Olu Bukola me. Long time. I hope you are okay. Are you okay? That's how they say to themselves in London. Are you okay? Are you okay? How are my children? Are you hearing all of my daughter in US? And the lawyer, the chief judge, the attorney general. The attorney general, Lola. Please, I hope they are fine and they are doing well. Okay. Olatunji said, that's true. Exploitation, desperation will give you out for exploitation. Don't let people exploit you. Don't be desperate about anything. Do your best. Leave the rest to God. Daddy, how can one get offline message in case we miss the online one? How can we get offline message in case we miss the online one? If I understand what you mean by missing online message, maybe this Ask a Question broadcast, maybe Prayer Mountain services on Thursdays, maybe Word and Power service on Tuesday, maybe the 2 Sunday services. If you miss any of our ministrations, go to our social media platforms, the YouTube. So please don't miss any of the broadcasts. If you miss anyone, then go to our social media platforms, contact your line manager or the media director, or do any of those things I just said to you. Do maybe or yes, we are okay, even in Nigeria. Okay. Chidima, Judith, desperation will lead to depression. Yes, you said that. God bless you. Daddy, I'm not desperate, but what I and my family are going through, we are going through a lot, but I still put my trust in God. Okay, that's true. If you are going through a lot, find out what are the issues in that areas, in those areas where you are going through a lot. Maybe there are things you need to know that you haven't known. Seek for counsel from those who know, a mentor in that area, and the principles of getting it done. There is nothing in life that does not have how it is done. There is a how-to everything in life. And if you don't know how to, you will just be struggling with the thing. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 15 now, it said, the way of the foolish wearieth all of them, for they do not know how to enter the city. There is a how-to in everything. Don't break the principles. Don't break the law. Do your diligent search. Ask questions. Be mentored. Be counseled. Follow the ethics and the ethos. Anyone that is perpetually struggling with a thing is missing something. If you are perpetually struggling, held down with a thing, your business, your career, your health, your marriage, social interaction, ministry. I've seen ministers that are perpetually struggling in ministry. They are missing the fundamentals of ministry development, fundamentals of building a business or a career, except you had a wrong foundation. Many people approach a thing in a wrong foundation. They tell lies, they told lies to start it. They knew the truth, but they thought they can circumvent the law, the principle. Now, when you miss it at the foundation, it's a different matter altogether. Psalm 11 verse 3, if the foundation is faulty, for many people, the foundation of what they are doing in which they found problem, the foundations are faulty. So you have to repair that foundation or do it correctly. But if you are doing a thing, struggling with it, continuously, perpetually, some things are fundamentally missing. Find out those things and get it right. God bless you. Daddy, what can I do to help my husband? He do sleep off once we start praying at home. Her husband sleeps off anytime they are praying at home. There are many people that sleep even in church. Have you not seen members sleeping in church? And the sermon may be hot. I know there are some sermons that drive people to sleep. There are some pastors, their sermon is like sleeping tablet. How the church will sleep and doze away because his message is not inspiring. There is no point he's making. The presentation, the thing is not connecting, and people sleep off. But even when the sermon is powerful, is hot, there are those who sleep off. Not to talk about home. I know of people, once they kneel down to pray, they take off to the dream world. They are dreaming. Now, I think I want to suggest that you advise your husband or the two of you. Why don't know there are postures? There are different postures in prayer. We could kneel down, we could sit down, we could stand up, we could lie down, we could pace up and down. Why don't you try the pacing up and down within the room or your prayer area? Let you and your husband, instead of him dozing off, I think sleeping off may mean that he's either kneeling down or sitting down or lying down. But when he's walking up, when he's pacing up and down, he will not likely sleep off. So why don't you start with that? He either is fatigued and tired when he returns home, or that may be his nature to sleep off. I've seen people who, even when you are talking to them, they already slept off. They're gone. And there are some of us who don't even get as much sleep as we will have loved. So, human being with different nature and body system and mental system. So, do pacing up and down, walking around, pacing front, going back and going with praying. And prayer too, maybe your prayer, I don't know the length of your prayer that sends him to sleep. It is not how long, it is how well. But if you adopt the posture of pacing up and down, it will hardly get sleep until he overcomes that. Please let your husband hear that and try that also. And then the time of prayer too. If it is after consuming his dinner and you want to start praying, sleep will come. Once you have just fed yourself, the tummy is full, the body is weak. The next bus stop is sleep. So take note of all this and see where the help can come. And also make it a point of prayer, because we must pray. It says men always ought to pray. It says pray without ceasing. So if it is always sleeping when there is prayer, something is wrong with that. But let him try pacing up and down in prayer. And let's start from that. Are we making contributions? Okay, patient says, so true, Daddy. So true, sir. Amolese Jacob Olalere. I think the only thing we can be desperate about is service to God and dedication to Him. Right? Is anybody making contribution towards this sleeping? Okay, Magdalene Matthew, she can also ask her husband to lead the prayer. That's right. If he's leading, I like that. I like that. If he's the one leading, I know I have taught us prayer here. The best way to pray and not run out of word and not run out of prayer, apart from praying in the spirit, is to use Bible to pray. Is to Google and bring out the relevant Bible passage connected to that prayer point. You read or you quote or you chant the scripture and use it to pray. You never run out of words. You never run out of prayer. So let him lead the prayer. Let him Google and search for Bible verses connected to the prayer point. That's a very good one. Let him lead in prayer. Goshen said, absolutely correct. God's time. Sammy said, you are right, sir. Titi Lola, you are right, sir. Oh, yes. People are making contribution. Agono Michael, correct, sir. And of course, he's the husband. The husband is supposed to be the priest over the home, the pastor and the prophet over the home. So let him lead most of the times and let him prepare for it. All right? Daddy, can one say any man that can't pay bride price is not ready for marriage? Or what is your take on this, sir? Adeola Ojeniyi, yes, sir. Did you hear this new one? Can one say any man that can't pay bride price is not ready for marriage? Or what is your take on this, sir? A man that cannot pay bride price, I think is not ready for marriage. I have said before, let me repeat, a man that has no income is not qualified to marry. A man that has no income, I'm not saying a man that is not a millionaire. A man that has no income, sufficient enough to rent an apartment, good enough to take care of himself and his new wife, is not qualified to marry. So, if he cannot pay bride price is scriptural, it's scripturally right, it's traditionally right. So, if he cannot pay bride price, I know of some tribe in Nigeria where the bride price is so high. I think they are tempering justice with mercy now. I think the state was so concerned one time, there was even a legislation to reduce the bride price when they say, well, you are not selling your daughter. Now, I think it can also be negotiated. I also know the part of the country where I come from, these days people just make it a token. They just say, bring 10,000 naira, bring 1,000 naira. Sometimes they even return the thing, but it is scripturally demanded. It is traditionally correct. So if a person cannot pay bride price, is not qualified to marry. Don't marry a man that cannot afford to pay your bride price. He should pay. Don't marry a man that has no income. You will suffer there. And if a man does not have money, he will be frustrated. He will be a frustrated man, always angry. If a man does not have money to take care, he will always be angry. So please, if as much as bride price he doesn't have, then he's not ready for marriage. Let him go and look for a better job. Daddy, I have been jobless for 14 years now. What should I do? Wow. Jobless for 14 years. How can you be jobless for 14 years? Or you are in and out of job. You are in and out of work. You shouldn't be jobless for 14 years. We have said here, if no one employed you, employ yourself. Find something to do. Don't you have a career? Don't you have a profession? Didn't you learn a trade? Everybody must have a profession, know a trade, have a skill, through which you make contribution to life. It is the value you bring or you add that people pay for. So have a skill or a profession or a career through which you will make contribution to life. So how can you be jobless for 14 years? You know my story. Please, everybody, read my book, All from the Valley, the story of my life. Read this book. I wrote this book when I turned 60. All from the Valley, the story of my life. You will read where at a point I didn't have a job. I was working and I was not being paid. What did I do? Because I have my skill. I have my profession. I'm into engineering. I started something on my own. I started looking for who will hire me for their jobs. Then I started selling eggs. I don't need first degree, master's degree to sell eggs. I went from a poultry farmer to the other collecting eggs, and I located those who needed the egg, and I was selling to them, and I was making good money. And from there, I opened a bookshop. From there, I entered into politics. From there, one thing led to the other, one thing led to the other. If no one employed you, employ yourself. And your best boss is you. Read this book and see my story. I got myself engaged. Especially these days. Those days, we are not even on the internet world. It was not an e-generation time. These days, there are a lot of people a lot of things you can do online with your system. There are a lot of things you can navigate. There are a lot of products and services you can present. Marketing, selling, online this, online that. These are not the days to be idle. Please do something. There are many things you can do. Rosemary Tete said, that's a great book. Yes, some people have read it. Adedi Oluwafemi Elosa, how do I get the book in UK? The book can be couriered to you, and I also think it's also on Amazon online. Okay. Sheyu say, don't let your certificate tie you down. Employ yourself. Aha. My son Sheyi is into dry cleaning business. He dry cleans my wares beautifully well, wonderful. Sheyi, and your wife, God bless you for dressing daddy up very well. So he got into dry cleaning. There was a time you showed me your products, liquid, soap, and all the rest of it. So please, there are a lot of things you can do. How can you do for 14 years? No. Or maybe you say you are in and out of jobs. Even then, that's not good enough. Everybody go through our teachings on wealth creation. I wrote a book on how to make money. Where is the book now? Why are some people poor? And practical solution. You will read all this and please get into something. Learn a trade and start something. And young people, when you start working, start saving. And when you save up to a level, start something. God bless you. Sheyu, say, I love my daddy, sir. God bless you for dry cleaning daddy's clothes. And the only thing I don't like about you, Sheyi, is you not wanting to charge me or collect money. I must tell you the truth. I'm sorry I'm saying it on air. That's why I don't want to bring clothes to you. You don't take money. I want you to take money for your job. And then God bless you. You are going to come to a level when that job will become a big industry. I will see with my koro eyes. I will know, yes, my son has become an industrialist doing this thing. I like to pay for services rendered to me. I like to pay. So let me pay. That's the only way I will allow them to be bringing it to you regularly. I know you don't like this one. That one. Okay, let's move on. Daddy, is it okay to continue to forgive one on the same offense again and again? Wow. How can somebody be offending you again and again? Is it your spouse? Do you stay together? Peter said to Jesus, How many times will my brother offend me and I keep forgiving him? Seven times? Jesus said, no, not 7 times. 7 times. How many times? I think 490 times. 70 times, 7 times or something. So, this person that you keep forgiving and it's offending you again, do you stay together? Do you live together? If not, I would say, move away, move on. Just like we told the person that said they keep looking down on him. We said, move on. But if you live together as husband and wife, then you will need grace of God. You need communication, you need discussion. And at the point you should even get used to him or used to her, that those things that looks offensive now, we lose that offense status before you. So if it's husband, if it's your spouse, you will have to manage yourself. You got to manage your spouse. You got to manage your husband. You got to manage your wife, or you got to accommodate. I think that's a better word. Learn to accommodate and to bear with each other, and also learn to change and do less and less of what infuriates or nauseates or anger your partner. The life of a husband and wife is that of forgiving each other. I have said marriage is a relationship between two forgivers. You keep forgiving and keep forgiving. Then you grow in marriage. Husband and wife grow up to a level where they get used to each other. And those things that used to mean so much to you, that used to pain you so much, I know are less painful or not even painful anymore. I don't know whether people have things to say here. We can keep talking. Peace. Kaduna Haruna say forgiveness is part of our lives as Christians. All right. Adeni Femi, this is my first time. We love you, Daddy. I also love you. I also love you. Okay. Oyato Emi Adetunde, my great motivator. Hey, I love you, my mentor. I love you too. I love all of you. Are we making contribution on that? Olusayola, I was a banker in Nigeria, but getting to States, I enrolled myself in technical school here in New York. Now I'm a plumber, making good money. Wow. That is love since back then at BCOS. Hey, these are the Olusayola, God bless you. These are those who know Daddy long time ago. God bless you. How many of you have been hearing me since the days of BCOS? Hello, good morning. Welcome to Turning Point. I'm Femi Emmanuel. Those days of BCOS, then OGBC, and then Radio Nigeria, FRCN, years ago. Turning Point is 34 years this year, right from the radio time to social media time now. Patience said, learn to tolerate, to help yourself from being bitter always. Yes. I don't know, there comes a time, husband and wife relationship, there comes a time what she does or what he does doesn't really pay you anymore. But initially, it could be tough. And of course, let's do less or abstain or cease to do what brings pain to our partner. It's neither here nor there. God bless you. Ajoke Bizabeth, we love you, Daddy. Okay, I love you too. Share. Okay, I see higher traffic tonight, but it can be better. It's higher tonight, but it can still be better. Please ask your question, ask your questions. If you have issues, please ask now. We will take that on Monday. If there are questions and issues, we'll take that on Monday. Mercy P, thanks for your truthful teaching, sir. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate you for these commendations and your kind words. Rose Lima said, tolerance is the answer. Aha, tolerate that person. Geraldine Alem, you said, Daddy, you didn't answer my question, sir. Which one? I didn't see your question, or you are just asking it tonight. Whatever question you are asking now will be answered on Monday. Please put in that question again. Whatever question you are putting on now will be answered on Monday. The questions we are answering today are the ones sent in on Monday. The ones you are sending in now will be answered on Monday, but keep sending them in. So please keep forgiving your husband if that fellow is your husband. But if it's not your spouse, if not your husband, your wife, then keep a distance so that you are not going to be seeing what will be offending you all the time. Except you are also working in the same office or selling in the same shop. I don't know the closeness. Okezi Obasi Kanu. I use an alarm, sir, for Monday and Friday. It rings even when where are you? Where is it? Where is it? The thing don't run away. Oh. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. It rings even when I'm in the theater. Okay? That's another way. An alarm to remind you. So we send line managers and telegram operators, they sent a reminder today. But he said he used to set alarm. Very good. Very good. Whatever you love, you find a way. Daddy, I have done several tests medically. Nothing is found. But I'm having issues spiritually. Spiritual husband is disturbing me. What should I do, sir? I have done several tests medically. Nothing is found. But I'm having issues spiritually. Spiritual husband is disturbing me. What should I do, sir? Now, if your case is spiritual husband, then that cannot be found in a laboratory. There is no X-ray machine or scanning machine that can pick demons. So it is spiritual warfare, as we have taught it severally on Turning Point. Google and bring out Bible verses that has to do with nightmares, disturbing sleeps, and Bible verses that like to do with good sleep. God giveth his beloved sleep. Jesus was at the base of a ship asleep, even when there was pandemonium, even when there was a storm. There will be a lot of verses that will be thrown up, write them out, and engage them in prayer. This is spiritual warfare. It's not a medical issue. If you have medical issue, then see competent doctors. Don't just go to a chemist on your own. Don't just go to a pharmacist. See a consultant and let them consult, let them examine you, confirm all the tests, all the investigation, and then see how they can medically help you. But if it is spiritual husband, nightmares, those are spiritual warfare. And please deploy your spiritual arsenal. Daddy, you said we should know things about our spouse before we get married to them. Are you saying we need to visit and sleep over in our spouse's place before marriage? Wow. I didn't say that. This is very interesting. You said we should know things about our spouses before we get married to them. Are you saying we need to visit and sleep over in our spouse's place before marriage? No. I didn't say you should find out about your spouse's sexual prowess. I didn't say that. But about his character, about her character, the character flaws, the character deformities. You don't need to go and sleep in somebody's house to know. At least if you are dating somebody or you are going out, you are in courtship with hope that you likely marry. You see each other, even if it's in church, if it's in a park. There will be days you want to go to ShopRite, you want to go to shopping mall. There will be times you see and talk and communicate, isn't it? You can move with somebody within a month. That way, even if all you do is to see yourself once a week or something, that you won't get the feelers. We say character is like pregnancy. You can't hide it for long. If he's a hot-tempered person, if he's easily angered, he shouts. If he's miserly, he's not generous, you will know. Because when you go out, you can't buy this and say, this might take yours, you will know. If he's proud, you will know. If he has things hiding, you will know. when his phone rings or her phone rings, is either cutting it off and cutting it off because he doesn't want to talk to that person when you are there. You will know and you say, why are you cutting off your phone? Bring it, let me answer it for you. Say, no. Then you know something is fishy. Or no network, I have to go away and listen. You will know. Why are you passwording your phone? For me, we are going to get married. We are getting to know each other. You passwording your phone for me. I can't see what is there. I can't touch your phone. You quickly take it off. You know this one is not transparent. He tells lies. A liar will always lie. He makes promises he doesn't keep. You will know. Don't you visit his people, his brother, his sister, his friend? Doesn't he have friends? Don't you know where he works? Now, there is no way you will work with somebody if you open your eyes and open your mind, you will not see all these character flaws. Does he smoke? Does he drink? Is he on drug? What about his circle of friends? These are all signals. This you will know, except you don't know what you want for yourself, or you don't know how to profile a man or a girl for marriage. You will know. You will know people who know him. And trust me, people will throw gossip. People will tell you things. And if he's doing double dating, hide and seek, you will know. So I'm not saying go and find out his sexual prowess. That's not what we are talking about. But his character flaws. And when you see those things, hot temper, shout, angry, self-opinionated, doesn't argumentative, his own must come to pass, doesn't listen to other people, you will know. And when you see those things, you don't speak in tongues, you speak to your legs. You don't speak in tongues. You don't manage it. You don't say he will change later. You don't get, we have spoken about desperation tonight. You don't get so desperate and say, no, let me marry him first. Let me marry her first. You are putting your head under a guillotine. Marriage don't change people. It makes them worse. So you will see all those character flaws and you run. Are you friends? Can he add value to you? Does he seek your welfare? Or anytime he has a little chance, he wants to close the door and hold you. And he's talking about sex. He's talking about sex. If you don't give me, I know you don't love me. You run. You know this is a hush puppy. This is a playboy. This is not a husband. He's miserly. He's always borrowing money. He's always taking money. And if he's a girl, he's always asking and asking. You never seem to satisfy her. You will know. Double dating. You will know. So that is what I mean. I didn't say you should go over and be exploring yourself sexually. I didn't say that. What are other people saying? People, you are not talking, or you are talking, I'm the one not reading it. Oyin Damola Motosho, I'm always blessed Mondays and Friday with your words, sir. Vera Richard, no. Daddy, I have never missed live broadcast since 2021. God bless you. Chidima, you are my daughter. All of you connected tonight, don't miss it again. Please stay until we finish. Patience said, very true. Okay, can we take one or two more? Are you blessed? Are you getting something out of this? Is this one adding to your knowledge? All the issues we have treated 12 issues now. Are you blessed? Please share. For me, Adebola say you are saying the truth, sir. Okay? Daddy, is it okay to pray on my bed when I wake up? Is it a sin? It's not a sin. I have said don't be connecting everything to sin. How can praying on your bed be sin, provided you will not sleep off? Even if you sleep off, it's not a sin. You will only be weak in prayer. And we have spoken about pacing up and down. You can stand up to pray. On prayer mountain, you hear me say, assume whatever posture is convenient for you. You want to sit down, you want to kneel down, you want to stand up and raise your hand, you want to pace up and down, you want to prostrate before him. There are moments you do, especially when you are in your house, when you are alone, when you are with your family. Assume whatever posture that will aid you to be actively alive, not sleep off. And then you'll be able to pray. Okay? That is, when are you going to specifically talk about trust, honesty, and transparency between married couples? We say that all the time. Even in my book on marriage, I think I spoke about transparency here when we're talking about 10 things that a man wants to see in a woman and 10 things that a woman would like to see. What every husband wants to see in his wife and what every woman wants to see in her husband. Even in this book, we spoke about transparency. We say it all the time, except you want me to write a book on transparency. What every woman, chapter 7 of this book, what every woman wants to see in her husband. We said love, we said respect, we said making provisions, we said protection, we said faithfulness and transparency. Be a faithful husband to your wife. Let there be no hidden agenda in whatever you do. Young ladies want men who will tell them the truth about themselves. You see, we spoke about transparency here. If a woman loves and admires you, she will accept you. So we went on and on. A woman does not feel safe with an unfaithful husband. A lot we said here. So please obtain this book. You will read a lot about what we have to say is there, just like I show you up from the valley. Daddy, should money cause husband and wife to go their separate ways? Should money cause husband and wife to go their separate ways? No. We marry for companionship. We marry for partnership. We marry to add value to each other's life. We marry to build together. We marry for procreation, emotional satisfaction between the husband and wife. We marry for procreation. If God gives us children, we marry to serve God together. We marry to be a prayer partner. So many things we marry. Money should not let husband out. That's why I said, if you see a man that loves money, is miserly, is not generous, you will know during courtship or dating, and you say this one cannot change. Not being generous does not mean not having. You don't have to have the whole world. It's an attitude, it's a character. Let's draw the curtain with this one. Sir, what should a man do when his wife is always suspecting and saying what she's not sure about? Borders on transparency and her trust. What should a man do when his wife is always suspecting and saying what she's not sure about? That woman does not trust you. You got to build trust. That woman is suspecting you. There are things you do. We just spoke about passwording your cell phone, not answering. We just spoke about hiding things. Your wife is not safe. Is not sure. You got to assure her. You got to be more open. You got to be more transparent. You got to bring her into what you do. Tell her everything. Show her everything. Adam and Eve were naked and they were not ashamed. Transparency, openness. So if your wife is always suspecting you, then there are certain things you are doing that is making her feel that way. So stop doing those things and intentionally bring her into your life, into everything. Let her see your cell phone. Let her see your work. Let her see your pay. Let her see your earning. Let her know where you go. Take her along. Let her know your circle of friends. If your wife is always suspecting you, is not feeling secure, is not feeling safe, there are certain things, there are certain vibes she's seeing. You know, women have this intuition. You may not be able to put her finger, but something is telling her this man is hiding things. He's doing some things. This man is living a double life. This man, something around you is telling her you are hiding things. So intentionally build trust. Patience are very about say help her build trust on you by being transparent. Mercy P say, yes, daddy, exactly. You said it all. All right? And it can be vice versa. It can be a man that is suspecting his wife. And it could be the wife suspecting the husband, but there must be absolute trust. Sheyi Oyeniran, let her trust you by being transparent in everything. Okay? Itohan or Humba, you are very correct, Daddy. Godwin or Jacko, truth. I think we should draw the curtain. Are you blessed? This is what we do every Monday and Friday. Those of you joining us for the first time today, don't miss it. Let's keep it up. God bless you for doing this great job for us. And those of you that join and those of you that will watch later, the Lord bless. If you are sick in any part of your body, lay a hand there. I want to pray for you. There is healing power on this line. There is lifting power. There is conception. There is fruitfulness. On this Easter season, the resurrected Lord, His power will work in your life. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will give you what you need. The Lord will sweeten your pain, will touch you where you hurt. The Lord will give you good sleep, good children, wonderful family, good job. Whatever is a challenge, a need, a burden in your heart will become testimony. That paper, that approval, that license, that money, that job, whatever is constitute a problem, the Lord will turn it around. It will become a testimony. I pronounce you healed. I pronounce you fruitful. I pronounce you death sentences are cancelled. Receive the grace of God. You are blessed. Remain blessed and spread the blessing. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you love me too. I know you love me. Somebody has been following me since 2003. Adeni Jones of this US. God bless you. I love you. We'll come back again on Ask Your Question broadcast on Monday, 9:30 to about this time. But every day, Turning Point Global Family. Don't miss it. And every Thursday, don't miss it.